have different fraud because the patterns are different.
Sure.
So you're going to have to do all that. A carrier could offer that themselves. It would probably take them a long time and massive investment to do that. We actually have all that available, and so we allow carriers just to use those services so that they can benefit from all the different components, and it's on a modular basis, so they can literally pick and choose whatever is most convenient for them, and they can then use that as a competitive weapon in their own markets or as an opportunity for them to penetrate new markets.
So the 122 countries that you referenced earlier, you have gateways in all those countries, or you have gateway relationships with other vendors?
Yeah, so we actually have developed a very significant network. What we saw initially is that quality was very important to the consumer. The consumer doesn't really care, end of day, about the underlying technology, but they do care about the quality of service that they're getting. So it was important for us to develop a network and to invest very significantly in the network in order to be able to guarantee that quality of service and to partner with a number of large carriers, because obviously the last mile will be with the end carrier and provider. So we have invested in major centers throughout the world, and then in additional centers really spread all the way throughout the world, so that we can actually measure that end-to-end quality. And we've also invested significantly in technology that allows us to measure the quality of the call and to route calls accordingly and to really select the best quality routing based on a number of parameters so that we provide the best experience for the user.
So with the end result being that you are looking now to have service providers leverage what you've built and basically not have to rebuild it themselves and sort of, I guess, outsource the international VoIP expansion.
Exactly. And that is, the advantage for them is that they will be able to drive new revenues, often in new markets or in their existing markets, at a very cost-efficient basis and being able to do it very quickly. And a good example of that is that we manage the Yahoo voice in and voice out business. So, and that's just an example of an internet provider who wants to have that. But there, not only do we provide everything on the telephony side, but we also provide everything on the back end. So the fraud management, the payment, the registration, all those aspects are provided by JAJAH. And being a large carrier or cable company, they can use JAJAH as an infrastructure provider for a number of those services so that they can be more competitive in this very fast evolving world. And they can really drive an advantage out of it.
So let's play this out in the real world. If I'm a service provider, let's say I'm a regional cable provider, I tell my customers that if you're interested in having an international plan, you pay X amount and this is how it works, and they sign up, and then they're given local phone numbers in countries around the world. Is that how this would work?
That would be one of the ways. So for example, you could sign up, everything being branded by the carrier, of course, right? So JAJAH is completely in the background. But one of the services that you can offer indeed is to say, we'll give you for a set number of contacts that you have, for example, for 5 contacts or for 10 contacts at a certain subscription price per month. We'll then give you numbers that you can then dial directly, very easily, make a local call in order to make those international calls and have excellent quality of service there. And so they can roll that out, they can package that in a marketing program, marketing packaging, and really push it to their consumer base or to a set of new consumers and address new markets. For example, go after the calling card market or go after specific segments within their own markets or go after new geographies where they're not present.
Now, is there also a service where you have a one number and then from there you get an IVR menu and you can press 1 through 5?
Absolutely. That is the other alternative. You just have one number, you just press whatever, you just use the IVR.
That's almost easier. I mean, I'm just imagining myself traveling, I would have one number and then from there I can remember my speed dials.
And we provide both. So you can go both ways.
So what's the most exciting thing that you see in the next few years that you want to share with the viewers?
The most exciting thing that I really see is the fact that all those new, it's really the marriage between the internet and the telephony. People are still used to having standard telephony and having the internet being separated. Bringing those two technologies together, bringing the quality that you have in the always present dial tone of the telephony plan with all the capabilities of the internet, and then marrying that into an experience that from a daily use viewpoint is very easy and convenient, will just open up a wealth of services and applications that will make it so much easier for the consumer to make voice calls and to tap into the best of those new technologies.
That's great. Well, thank you. Thank you very much for your time. You've been watching an interview here at the VPF Summer 2008, and we've been listening to Michel Veys, who is with JAJAH, and my name is Rich Tehrani. For more information on me, please visit Tehrani.com or tmcnet.com.